All right. Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. Happy July. I cannot believe we are more than halfway through this year already. I don't know if you guys feel it too, but I feel like this year just like flew by and also took like 10 years at the same time. So I am super freaking excited that Brianna's on with us tonight. She has just blown me away with the amount of enrollments she had. She joined in April, won presidential in 2 months, and she's going ambassador this month. And she is just insane. And I don't really want to talk a ton. I did not give her any questions in advance. I just kind of wanted to let her speak from her heart. So, Brianna, I will go ahead and unmute you if you just want to share your story, and we will just kind of go from there. So, I just unmuted you.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, so I found out about It Works on TikTok. I had just started TikTok, so I've only been on TikTok for 2 months too. I've been on Facebook and Instagram. I'm an influencer already before It Works. So I do like skits and stuff with my husband on Facebook and Instagram. And so when I came across It Works, I was like, I should try this out because I had a lot of people asking me to try different things. But I like that It Works offered like Beauty Works collection and all of that. And I was like, oh, that's something for me. I'm not trying to get skinny, but my skin can be clear and glowing. So I really liked that. So once I got on the It Works, it's just been amazing. I try to stay transparent with everyone when I do the Target Trio. I do the body wraps. When I first started, I let everybody see my gut. I had a baby like 11 months ago, and I just kept going live every 3 days that I body wrap. Letting them see me being consistent and letting them know that I am using the products and being able to let them trust me and trust the product. So I just kept showing my progress, and then I started using the Beauty Works, and I started being consistent with that every day. I would go live, I would do TikToks, I would do the exfoliating peel, which we don't have anymore. But I try to stay consistent as much as I can to be transparent with them and to just let them be able to trust me versus just throwing a product at them, trying to seem like a salesperson, if that makes sense. Yeah. You want them to get to know who you are, and you want to be able to sell your products. So you don't want to go every single day, all day long saying product, 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 product. You want them to get a glimpse of who you are too, so they can get to know who you are and get to know that they can trust you, that what you're selling, you're not just selling for a check, that you believe in that product and you're using that product too.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I love that. I also love that you were an influencer already, because so many people have, including myself, I see people that I follow on Instagram or whatever, and I'm like, gosh, they'd be so good. But you see these people with these already massive platforms, and you're like, I could never talk to them. But you guys, just because they already have a big platform or they already have a bunch of followers doesn't mean they wouldn't be open to this. So I love that you started this even though you already had something going. So I also love that you said you use the products and you show them. You show people that you are using them. It's not just a copy and pasted post that someone else posted. You're showing yourself putting the products on, showing your results, going live so that people can see you instead of just seeing a post. So I know so many people are like, how the heck did you join and go presidential in 2 months? Obviously, your network had a big part of it, but what is your, like, what do you make sure that you do every single day?
So I just started posting like once a day on my wall, but I used to go live once and make a post once. So unlike other people who would do host a post, I do host a post for myself on my own page. So when you see someone that says, who wants to lose 31 pounds in 30 days, I use that on my own page, and it's so hard to respond to all of those people. So I had to figure out a different way. And my different way was TikTok. I would go on there and use the products while, moving to the beat, and then I would post it on my platform with my link. It's also important to go live about the products because people want to ask you questions about the products. And if you're not using that product, then they're gonna be like, they're gonna know by the way you're answering them. They're gonna know whether you're reading word for word what something says online. So if you're not using it, I wouldn't I wouldn't promote it. Like Skinny Brew, I don't use coffee, so I don't promote coffee. I will tell them that we do have coffee, but I don't try to act like I use it, if you get what I'm saying. Because they're going to ask you questions. If you can't answer those questions correctly, I'm not going to sit here and try to lie and say, yes, I drink coffee. I mix it with this, that. You know, the typical questions people ask about how you can use the Skinny Brew. But I definitely say promote what you use. Don't try to promote anything that you don't use, but you can offer it if they do ask, do you have it? But at least promote what you are using, what you do know about, what you can tell them about your growth and your experiences with those products.
Yeah, that's why it's so important to have products that you personally use and love every single day, because you have a personal experience. When people come to me and they're like, hey, like, can you tell me about your coffee? I drink the coffee day in and day out. I've lost almost 30 pounds since January. I could talk to you about the coffee all dang day. You asked me about the greens. I don't really like the greens. I don't really talk about them all that much because they don't work well with my stomach. So I offer them if people ask about them, and I think they need them, but it's not something that I'm going to try to sell every single day because I can't personally relate to it. I also have really awesome skincare results. I can sell those like the back of my hand, but you guys, it's so important. This is why the company has us run an auto ship. I know some people are scared of auto ships. You guys, this is why, so that you have your personal experiences with the products. It's like if you went to buy a car and you were like, hey, like, what car drives the best? And they're like, I don't know, I've never driven a car before.
Right.
What would you do? You'd be like, okay, well, I'm not going to buy a car from you. You know?
Right.
So like when you're trying to sell products, you have to try the products and know how to explain them, know what they do. So I'm not saying you need to use all 40 products.
Right.
But find 1, 2, 3 that you can know and love so that it's going to be so much easier for you to sell them. So,
and if anything, get the Beauty Works collection. If you don't want to try nothing else, if you don't want to lose weight, the Beauty Works collection is what I try to sell the most. 1, because I like the way it makes my skin glow. 2, because it's the highest in volume. You get 94 BV, which makes you rank up real quick because it's 94, 94, 94. Instead of trying to just do hair, skin, and nails for $27, the Beauty Works collection includes the hair, skin, and nails. So you want to go for what's high in BV. Even Target Trio is high in BV as well.
Yeah, you guys, it's so much easier when you see people promoting quicker. I promise you, her 481 customers, which I don't even know how the heck you did that, blows my mind. I don't know how I could keep track of that many people, but those were not all 25 BB Fat Fighter orders. Okay. That is how her team is growing, because she is not afraid to sell people bigger packages. If you want higher volume, you have to be willing to sell and put yourself out there for more than a $25 product. Because whether they are looking at skincare or weight loss, you guys, if someone wants to lose weight and you say, oh, just take Fat Fighters, they're not going to be happy with you. And after the 3 months, they're going to be like, okay, bye.
Right.
With skincare, if they want some bomb skin and you're like, okay, well, here, just use our moisturizer, they're going to be like, okay, like that's not doing a whole. But if when they're using everything, they're like, dang, look at my glow, like look at my skin, like look at this. Like give them enough products so they see the results. So many times people are like, oh, all my customers like turn off all their auto ships after 3 months. Okay, well, are you helping them find a product that they love? Are you helping them to see the results that they're wanting to see? So yeah, it's so important, you guys. Upselling is the way to go. Sell more than one product. For the love of God, you will promote so much faster. Your paychecks will be so much higher, and you're going to be a lot happier, and so are your customers. So what would you say are your best tips for someone who just got started in the business and they don't know where to start? What would you tell them?
I would say to continue to be yourself when you're selling these products, because not only are you selling a product, but you are a brand yourself. So what you are selling is what you represent. Okay. So with that being your brand and what you're representing and what you're selling, you want these people to be able to trust you. You want to be transparent with them. You want to be honest with them. You want them to see your progress. So when I say be you, don't go on Facebook or whatever you use and use word for word from what's on the website. Don't go and use word for word what the description says. Make it in your own way and be able to talk about what it has done for you so people can relate to you. You know how people tell stories about themselves so someone can say, oh, I can relate to that story because I have that same story. You want people to be able to relate to you and not just look at you as a salesperson. If they look at you and they see you just trying to push a product to their face, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to want to buy from you because you just seem too salesy. So they want to fall in love with who you are as an individual along with that product you're promoting.
Yeah, it's so true, you guys. My biggest pet peeve when someone joins a business is when they think they have to go from their self, where whatever their little quirks and qualities are, they think they have to lose all of that and just be a 100% it works person. And that is not at all what you're supposed to do. Your Facebook is not supposed to go from your kids and your pets and your life and your funny things to only it works stuff. You guys, think of why you joined the person you joined, because you related to them somehow. There was something in them that you could see in yourself and you connected with them. So if your page is only it works 100%, they can't relate to it works right now. But they can relate to, oh, I remember when I was afraid, like I didn't feel comfortable wearing my swimsuit to the beach. Or I can relate to having to go to the gas station, only put $2 in gas because I couldn't afford to fill my tank. But you guys, you have to be willing to put yourself out there and be vulnerable and just be you. So your upline or your sideline or whoever you look up to, their posts are great and are super helpful for you, but are not meant to just copy and paste directly. They're meant to give you inspiration, say, okay, I see how she worded that. Let's grab that idea and let's flip it around to sound like me. For example, if you see someone post that says like, sis, you don't need this, and you've never said sis in your entire life, don't post it. I call people babe and girl all the dang time. If you've never called someone babe, why the heck are you posting babe? Because guess what? All the people that actually know you in real life are going to be like, did you get hacked? Like, what? This girl just said babe, and I've never heard her say babe in 27 years. Like, what just happened? So don't lose yourself trying to make yourself in this business. Stay you, and that's what's going to help you grow faster. If you go to Brianna's TikTok, looks like the most fun person in the entire world. But if she was only like, all right, I am mixing up my greens, and this is how I drink them, you would be like, okay, well, like, this is boring. Like, I'm not about to stay here. You have to be fun. You have to be entertaining. You have to draw people in. You don't want yours, when you're watching TV, if a channel was constantly commercials, you would not stay on that channel. So why do you expect people to stay on your page if you're only ads? You know what I'm saying? Okay. So, how are you leading your team or training your team and getting them enrolling right away with you?
How am I enrolling DTs? So I don't make posts because that's a lot, because there's gonna be a bunch of comments, and I think it's a certain limit on Facebook you can respond back before you get blocked. So I do lives. I go live and then I delete them. I go live and I talk about the business. I be transparent. So the same way you guys make you guys statuses, I do it on a live video. That way they can ask me all the questions they want to ask me about the business, and I can talk to them versus me just on a computer typing and responding to them through Messenger. And also because it's a lot of fake pages I know y'all seen some of Mark Pentecost as well, that are scamming people. So I just rather go live and share my story versus just making a status about it. And I answer all the questions that they want to ask me about the business during the live video. Also, you guys, if you are on TikTok, you can go live as well on TikTok.
Oh, so, I didn't even know that. That's so cool. It's the same thing, like going live. It's the same thing as putting your face on your story.
Right.
People need to see you. If you're only posting things that say like, join my team, we are now hiring, blah, 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 they're just going to scroll on past. They need to see your face. They need to connect with you somehow, and they need to feel comfortable enough with you to be able to ask you questions. Because if you seem so like cut and dry, no one's going to feel comfortable asking you questions. They're going to be like, I don't even know. Like, this girl's just like all business, like all business. I don't even know what to say to her. You have to just be a real person. So I love that. Okay. So working with your new distributors, what are you doing to help them sign customers right away?
Helping the DT sign new customers?
Yep. Yes.
So we are doing Zooms, and I have to teach them how to do host a posts. And so we do the giveaways, and when they do the giveaways and the people that comment, they get them to post for them. So host a post is really a thing for my team.
Yeah, host to post is huge, you guys. And if you don't think host to post is working, it's because you're not working it. Point blank, end of story. So we all know a major thing with this business is your mindset. It is handling whatever people say about you, whether you have fear about it, you're not confident in yourself, you don't know what your abilities are. What would you say? How would you help someone with their mindset?
As a DT?
Mm-hmm.
Recently I had a lot of my DTs reach out to me and say they had DTs under them that were lazy. And I have some too, and I know we all do have some that sign up, don't want to do anything. They just want you to baby them and get them a check. And so I try to motivate them and saying sometimes you're going to have people who are going to want to hustle and get to the money with you, and some people you're going to have come and be lazy and want you to do all the work for them, and eventually those people are going to fall off because once you build your team, you're not going to keep needing to build those people, so they're going to eventually fall off anyhow because they're going to stop getting checks and they're going to start wondering why they're not getting checks. So eventually they're going to fall off anyway. But I just motivate them by telling them that you're going to have some good seeds and you're going to have some bad seeds, but you just got to keep working the business so that you do get those good people who will help you build your team.
Yeah, you guys, someone once told me that signing distributors is like going through a deck of cards, and you're going to have those 2 through 9s or whatever that are just junk. Okay. They just do something for a day or two, and then they're like, all right, well, I didn't make $1 million, so I'm going to go now. And then you're going to have some that do a little, but not a ton. And then you're going to have 4 aces that just run. And you guys, you have to work on your mindset every single day. You need to continually believe in yourself and breathe belief into your team. But the big thing also is you need to speak life over your team. You can't see one bad thing happen and be like, oh my God, this person's not working. My entire team's falling apart and blah, 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 blah. Perfect example this morning, a girl on my team who's working on Diamond this month said, oh, I just feel like my entire team's dead. And I said, that is the reason why you feel like that. And I want you to switch that around. I want you to say 5 positive things about your team right now. So she did. And then literally within 2 minutes of her saying that, 2 people on her team messaged her and were like, oh my God, I'm so excited for this month. Like, here's my goals. Here's what's happening. You guys, you are in control of your business. Okay. And it starts in your mindset. So does anybody else have any other questions for her? Because I know she's insanely busy. I do want to ask you some quick tips for someone who wants to start doing TikTok, if you have any tips for that. But I will, if you want to answer that, I'll go through the chat room and see if there was any other questions.
Okay, so it's the same thing with Facebook. Just continue to be yourself. Don't put too much thought into it on TikTok, because the most simplest things go viral on TikTok. And it's the most easiest way because it doesn't have any algorithm. So it's very easy to go viral on TikTok. Use the products that you are using to the most viral sounds, and you will know what the viral sounds are through the through the For You page. The following is just who you are following, and the For You page is for the sounds that are going viral at the moment. So try to use all the viral sounds that will get you to the For You page, and you'll be amazed at how good your business grow, because you can also put your link in the bio of TikTok.
Yeah, it's so true. You guys, I love that TikTok does not have an algorithm. It makes it so easy to go viral. It's nothing, they don't do anything based off of like where you are or what your age is or how many followers you have. It's just like We don't even know. There isn't an algorithm. It's just like crazy things happen. So someone said, do you have any tips on sealing the deal with customers or distributors?
So for customers, you want to ask them first, what are their goals for them? Do they want to lose weight? Or do they have skin issues? Or do they want their skin to glow? You want to ask them what their goals are so you can directly help them which products to choose for them. And if they have medical issues, please always ask them to ask their doctor. Don't recommend anything because you don't know what their other issues, underlying issues are. You only know what they are telling you. So if they come to you with an issue and say, hey, I have diabetes or I have this, is this okay? Still make sure that you tell them to ask their doctor first. And with DTs, I kind of send a script about getting their 6 customers, then getting $150 shopping spree. And I also tell them that as soon as they sign up, that they'll get trainings and all of that. So to close out on a DT, you want to make them feel comfortable enough to trust you in where they're putting their $99 at. I know it's much easier when it's $24 like it was before, or $27. But you just want to make them trust you and make sure you guys are sending those. What is the IDAs? Is that what it's called? Okay, IDAs. So make sure you guys are sending those so they can see what they could possibly make. I think that helps me out a lot because I am able to show them, hey, how much money do you want to make? Which one do you choose so I can show you how you can make that.
Yeah, you guys, it's so many times people look at this and they're like, oh, she signed so many distributors and so many customers. She has to have this magical wording. No, there is no magical wording. She's just talking to people. She's just being herself. And you guys, like, it's the income disclosure statement. Some people were like, oh, I don't want to have to post that. You guys, be proud of that.
Mm-hmm.
We make insane amounts of money and there is a game plan for each and every step. So when someone comes up to you and says, hey, girl, like, I want to go diamond. I need $2,000 a month. Okay, cool. Are you willing to work for it? Are you willing to put that time in that you need to make that happen? Because I can show you exactly what you need to do, but you need to put the work in. So,
and make sure you guys are being honest with what they have to do. Because I've had DTs that would just say, choose what you want to do, and I'll show you how to do it. And then after they're spending $99, then they're like, I have to sell products. I have to pay for auto ship. I have to, believe it or not, people do not read that link when they sign up for the $99. They think they get free products to them every month, and no, it's digital. So you want to make sure that you are speaking on what that $99 include and what the auto shipment includes, and for them to know that they have to have the ADBV and what products that they should be choosing, which are products that they want to use. Don't let them just pay for products just to have sitting around. Make sure they are using those products so that they can sell, because if you just have a distributor just ordering products they're not using, then they're no good because they're just going to post a picture with the product. They can't tell the customers how it works for them. They can't tell them their experience. They don't have any before and afters. So make sure you guys are speaking and discussing that with your DTs as well.
Yeah, you guys, it is so important to be upfront and honest about what to expect when they join. Because if you have someone that you're like, yeah, it's gonna be super easy, like we'll get you to go diamond this month, it'll just like happen. And then you're like, oh, we need to be posting, we need to be growing your network, you need to be doing this, you need to be doing that. They're gonna be like, hold up, I don't even know any of this. But when you tell someone, okay, here's what we're gonna do every day. I always tell people before people join my team, I tell them, hey, here's what I do every day. Are you comfortable doing that? Mm-hmm. So that when they join, they're not like, hold up, I have to post. What is it? What do you mean? Because you guys, that is how you get a team that works. So many times I hear people say, oh, I can't sign a distributor that works with me. And my question to that is, are you showing them that you are working? Do they know that what working means? Or are you only showing them a picture perfect life where you sit on your couch with your kids and you make money? Because they're like, cool, I sit on my couch with my kids every day. I can make money doing that too.
Right.
Or do they see?
And they want a refund bad. They want it real quick as soon as they
Yeah. So you guys just be honest. Make sure they know what to expect. Same thing with customers. Make sure you are telling them about the 90 days. Make sure they know what they're doing, because that is huge. So someone said, how do you put the income disclosure statement on TikTok? You know, a green screen background?
Let me tell you, I have the app. So you need to download the app called InShot.
InShot.
So you want to make the TikTok, save it to your phone. Don't post it yet. After you save it to your phone, you want to go to InShot and then add the picture at the end, and then you can go post it back on TikTok if that's what you're referring to, or if you just want to post it on Facebook. But use InShot to add pictures to the end of the video.
Perfect. There you go. Thank you so much for taking time tonight. I'm so excited to see you go ambassador. You're going to break all sorts of records. You were just awesome. So thank you so much for taking time.
That is much harder as an influencer, because I have to work much harder to prove to people that I am legitly using the products, because there's so many influencers that go out here and sell products like flat tummy tea, but then they go get surgery. So it's much harder for me than you guys, because I have to prove that I didn't go get surgery. I didn't go to the doctor. I'm actually using these products. So I'm very, very, very consistent with the products. So don't get down on yourself if you're not getting sales one day. And believe it or not, please take one day break a week to give your mind some peace. So that way you're able to continue to work your team and work your distributors and contact your customers and send out thank you notes so they can order from you again. That's very important as well. And send out thank yous to your DTs and appreciate them for the hard work they put in so they can continue to want to work for you.
Yeah, you guys, I love that you touched on that, because I know there's people on here right now that are like, oh, I could go diamond or I could go presidential too if I had a big network. And you guys, it's so true. It's kind of like the higher up, like the higher rank you are, it's harder because people don't believe it. When I tell people, oh, I paid off all my debt and I'm retired, my fiance's retired, people are like, I don't think so. Like, I don't believe you. And the same thing with her. She has a massive network. And you guys, how many of you have seen those influencers on Instagram that post about this stuff and you're like, you do not use that lip product, you went and got lip filler. Like, don't even.
For
like,
sure.
It's true. And you guys, like, so many times you look at other people's journey and you're like, gosh, I wish I could have that. But there's hard in every journey. There's hard no matter what is happening. But you have to choose to push through. You have to choose to work for it and decide that you're going to make it happen no matter what you have to do. So any other final tips, any other things you want to say before we close it out tonight?
I think I covered everything. Make sure you guys take advantage of the lives on TikTok, take advantage of the lives on Instagram and Facebook as well. Be transparent with your customers, be transparent with your DTs, be open and honest, stay in contact with them. As soon as you get a DT, make sure you hurry up and message them what they need to do. They need to join this group, they need to join training, they need to make sure you're setting them up, because you don't want to sign them up and then you forget about them and think they're supposed to figure it out on their own. Make sure that you guys are keeping in contact with them. Ask them if they have any questions. That way, when you're helping them early on, then they feel like they can come to you and ask you questions and get help from, and feel like they can come to you and ask you questions about the business.
Yeah, absolutely. Someone said, what is your TikTok?
Miss LaTruth Official.
There we go. So awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. I hope you have the best night ever. I'll put this up on my YouTube tonight and we will talk to you next week. Bye.
Bye.